Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our lecture number 13. Today, of course, we are going to have a grammar lecture as we discussed last lecture. So basically, our today's lecture is going to discuss chapter number 6 in our book where we talk about nouns and pronouns. In this chapter, we are going to look at nouns as subject, nouns as object, and then we will look at sentences where we have adjective followed by a noun. Then we will talk about subject pronouns and object pronouns and try to see the difference between the two. Then we will look at nouns in the form of singular and in the form of plural. Again, at the end of this lecture, we are going to deal with some nouns that are exceptions, that they have irregular kind of plural. Let's look at the first part of our lecture. As we said, a noun can be function as a subject of the sentence, and also the same noun can also function as object of the verb, and the noun also can have the function of being the object of a preposition. In other words, nouns in the sentence can either be subject, they can be object, they can be object of preposition depending on where they are in the sentence. Now, if you look at this sentence, Sally writes the homework in the library. Now, the subject of the sentence is clearly Sally. Sally is the one who does the action. The verb of the sentence is the verb write, while the word homework is the object of the verb. So basically, we have the subject, which is Sally, the verb, which is the verb write, and the word homework is the object of the verb write. Now, what about in the library? Clearly, in is a preposition. Sorry. So in is functioning as the preposition of the sentence, in the sentence. Now, what about the word library? The library is not basically an object of the verb. It is an object, but it is not an object of the verb. It is an object of the preposition. So we can have an object of the verb, which is the word, the phrase, the noun phrase, the homework. We can also have another kind of object, which is the object of preposition, which is the noun that comes after the preposition. So we have a verb. After the verb, we have an object. This is the object of the verb. After the preposition, we also have an object, but this is called an object of a preposition. Now, if you look at another example of prepositions, we can have about, across, at, by, for, to, from, in, of, on, with. These are some of the most common prepositions in English language. There is also the preposition between. Now, we need to analyze this sentence in the same way. Sally is singing songs in the car. So the doer of the action is Sally. So Sally is the subject. Is singing, this is a sentence, this is a verb in the present continuous. So all these two words are basically functioning as the verb for the sentence. What is Sally singing? Sally is singing songs. So singing what? Singing songs. So songs is the object of the verb is singing. In the car, in is the preposition, while the word, or basically the noun phrase, the car, is also an object, but it is an object of preposition. It is the object of the preposition in, while song is the object of the verb is singing. Let's look at this. It can be manipulated like that. So is singing, song, in is the preposition, the car is the object of the preposition in. Let's look at another example where it is not always necessary to have all the elements of the sentence. Sally is the subject, likes is the verb, and cookies is the object of the sentence. So again, Sally goes to the subject position, likes goes to the verb position, while cookies is the object of the verb likes. let's look at another example. He plays football in the park. Subject, verb, object of the verb, preposition, object of preposition. Similarly, he is the subject, plays is the verb, while football is the object of this verb, in is the preposition, while the park is the object of the preposition. And another example, here we have a simple sentence consisting of two words, lions roar, subject and verb. So this is going to go to the subject, and this is going to go to the verb. Subject and verb, lions roar. So we might have a sentence that does not have object, preposition, or object of preposition. It is enough sometimes to have a sentence consisting of a subject followed by a verb. Let's look at another similar example. Here we need to identify each noun in the following sentences. Look at this example of Sally is wearing a jacket. Subject, verb, object of the verb, preposition, and object of a preposition. Sally is functioning as the subject. The verb of this sentence is wearing. So this is going to be the verb. While a jacket is basically the object of the verb is wearing. Again, similarly, Sally is functioning as subject. Is wearing is the verb of the sentence, while a jacket is the object of the verb. Now here is another example. Sentence saying, sorry, Nader is fishing in the river. Nader is fishing in the river. Subject, is fishing, the verb, preposition. Then we have noun phrase, the river, which is the object of preposition, which means there are cases where there is no object for the sentence. Nader is fishing in the river. Nader is fishing in the river. Okay, now we have another sentence. Similarly, Ahmed is teaching math at King Faisal University. Now I would assume that Ahmed is the subject. What is he doing? He is teaching. So this is going to be the verb. While what is he teaching? He is teaching math. So this is the object of the verb. Where, at, this is the preposition. And this is the object of the preposition. King Faisal University is the object of the preposition at. So Ahmed is teaching math at King Faisal University, subject, verb, object of a verb, then we have preposition, then object of a preposition. Now let's look at another different structure. On page 161, the book, in our book, we have a sentence that can contain adjective followed by a noun. So usually, when we have a noun, the adjective comes before the noun to tell us some information about the noun, to describe the noun, to modify the noun, to change the noun. Excuse me. So an adjective, which is symbolized or basically abbreviated as ADG, describe or modifies a noun. I like cold weather. Nadia is a clever student. Now, if you look inside this sentence, you will find the word cold functioning as an adjective. And the word weather is a noun. Now, when we have an adjective before the noun, this adjective is going to tell me something about this noun. So, I like weather. What weather do you like? I like cold weather. So, the adjective describes the weather. The adjective modifies the weather. Describe the noun, the weather. So, I like cold weather. The adjective comes in front of nouns, or if you like, before the nouns. The same thing. Adjectives comes before the nouns or in front of nouns. So they come, this is the noun, they come in front of the noun. Nadia is a clever student. This is the noun, which is the word student. Then we have an adjective. If we said Nadia is a student, we don't know anything about this student. But if you give us an adjective, Nadia is a clever student. So the word clever is an adjective modifying the noun the student, telling us more about the noun the student, modifies the noun the student, if you like, and it is the adjective that comes before or in front of nouns. They come before nouns or in front of nouns rather than after the nouns. This is another example. Sally likes chocolate ice cream. Sally likes chocolate ice cream. Ice cream is going to be our noun, while chocolate is functioning as an adjective that describes this noun. If we say Sally likes ice cream, what kind of ice cream? What is the adjective of this ice cream? It's chocolate ice cream. So the adjective describe nouns. So, sorry. So here we have the word chocolate functioning as adjective and ice cream functioning as a noun. My friend has an expensive car. My friend has a car. My friend has an expensive car. So it is not any car, it is an expensive car. So here we have an adjective and here we have a noun. The adjective describes the noun, modifies the noun, if you like. So expensive is the adjective, while car is the noun. This is another sentence. A strong man is riding a big horse. Man, strong. What kind of man? A strong man. What kind of horse? A big horse. So adjective give information about the noun. Adjectives modify the noun. Adjective describe the noun. So this is the adjective strong and this is the noun man. This is the adjective, the word big, and this is the noun, the word horse. Adjective can follow verb to be. Now, if we compare what we have been saying in the previous examples, the adjective comes before. The adjective comes in front of the noun. Now, this happens where when basically have a noun preceded or basically having the adjective coming before or in front of this noun. Now, when we have a sentence that is using verb to be, the adjective can come after the noun. So if you look at this sentence, the weather is cold. The weather is cold. Where is the noun in this sentence? This is the noun, the weather. The adjective is the word cold. But look, now the adjective here comes after the noun, but not before the noun. We used to have it before the noun. But when we have a sentence that has verb to be, the adjective comes after the noun. The adjective, if you like, follow the verb to be. This is verb to be, and this is the adjective. Okay, so the word weather is the noun, is verb to be, cold is the adjective. This is exercise number 4 in our book on page 161, which is asking us to identify or to find the adjective and the noun. So we will have a sentence. We are going to identify where is the noun, where is the adjective, or where is the adjective and the noun. Okay, let's look at this sentence. Jem has an expensive bicycle. Jem has an expensive bicycle. This is the noun, and this is expensive bicycle. Here we have a noun, a phrase, consisting of an adjective and a noun. So the adjective here comes before the noun, in front of the noun. My sister has a beautiful house. My sister has a beautiful house. Beautiful is the adjective, house is the noun. My sister is also a noun. We often eat at an Italian restaurant. We often eat at an Italian restaurant. What kind of restaurant? It is an Italian restaurant. So this is functioning as an adjective, and this is the noun that the adjective modifies or describes. Another example, Maria sings her favorite songs in the bathroom, or sorry, in the shower. So here we have favorite songs and in the shower. Now, if you look at this noun phrase, we have the noun songs, and it is preceded by an adjective, favorite. What kind of songs? Favorite songs. Again, Olga likes American hamburger. Olga likes American hamburger. What do we have in this sentence? We have the noun phrase American hamburger. So this is the noun, hamburger, and this is the adjective, which is the word American, that modifies, that describes the hamburger. Olga likes hamburger. What type of hamburger? It's American hamburger. Another example, you like sour apples, but I like sweet fruit. So here we have two noun phrases, sour apples and sweet fruit. Sour apples, this is the noun and this is the adjective. So the adjective comes before the noun or in front of the noun, then the noun comes after. You like apples. What kind of apples? Sour apples. I like fruit. What kind of fruit? Sweet fruit. So again, adjective, then a noun. And another example. Political leaders make important decisions. Political leaders make important decisions. So again, similarly, we have important decisions and we have political leaders. Each one of those noun phrases consists of an adjective followed by a noun. So political is the adjective, leaders is the noun. Similarly, important is the adjective, while decisions is the noun. Let's look at example number 8. Heavy traffic creates noisy street. Now we have exactly the same here where, where we have heavy traffic as a noun phrase and noisy street. Noisy street, heavy traffic, adjective, noun, adjective, noun. Okay. Poverty causes serious problems in the world. Serious problems. What kind of problems? Describe those problems. They are serious problems. So this is the adjective that describes the noun, that modifies the noun. Modifies mean change, to change the meaning, a little bit of change. So when we say poverty causes a problem, but if you tell me serious problem, so now we know what kind of problem. They are serious problem. So this is the noun and this is the adjective. Example number 10, young people have interesting ideas. So similarly here we have a noun phrase consisting of adjective and noun, and also here we have young people. Young is the adjective while people is the noun. Okay. Now let's move to the following section in the book where we need to understand subject pronouns and object pronouns. Subject pronouns always function as subject. They work as the subject of the sentence. They are the doers of the action, if you like. While the object pronoun is exactly the opposite. They cannot come at the beginning of the sentence and they cannot work as subject, but they work as object for the sentence. For example, the pronoun I, which is the subject of the sentence. I study English. Who study English? I study English. So this is functioning as a subject. Now, when this comes in the sentence where it is an object, it takes the form me. So I becomes me. In other words, I in the subject position changes into me in the object position. Similarly, we study English. Who study English? We study English. So this is doing the job. This is doing the action. This is the subject of the sentence. While he meet us. So whom did he meet? He meets us. So us here is functioning as an object, while we is functioning as a subject. In other words, each subject pronoun has an object counterpart. Each subject pronoun has an object pronoun. We is the subject, while us is the object. Let's look at the rest of the pronouns. You and you. So you in the subject have the same form in the object position, or in the object pronoun. She becomes her. She changes into her. Then he changes into him, while it remains as it is without any actual change. You, so if you look at this you is used with this number of pronoun, where we have I singular, she singular, he singular, it singular, and you here is classified with the singular pronouns because it can indicate a single person. You are a student. You are a student. So it can refer to a singular, or it can be used to express the plural. Now, when we have you in this group, which is the plural group, it means you. So if we translate this in Arabic, it could be anta, anti. But when we translate you, which is in the plural group, antum, antunna, or antuma, or whatever. So we becomes us, you stays as it is, it does not change, and the word they become them. So those are the plural pronouns. So those three, excuse me. So those are plural, while I, you, she, he, it, those are the singular. Sorry, singular. Similarly, those are the singular, while those are the plural. So you can notice each subject pronoun has an object pronoun. I becomes me, you becomes you, and she becomes her, he becomes him, it stays as it is. Okay, let's have an example. We know Sally. Look, we here is the subject. Now, what if we occurs in the object position? It becomes something different. Sally likes us. We changes to us. Okay. You know Sally. You is the subject of the sentence. Sally likes you. So again, it is the same form in the subject and in the object position. While we is we in the subject, while it is us in the object. Let's move to the following example. They know Sally. They, subject of the sentence. In the object case, Sally likes them. We cannot say Sally likes they, because they is the subject pronoun, while them is the object pronoun. Let's have another example for the singular group of pronouns. I know Sally. Sally likes me. So here, I in the subject, me in the object. Similarly, he knows Sally. He knows Sally. So he is functioning as the subject of the sentence, while Sally likes him. So he has changed into him. He is subject, while him is object. She knows Sally. She. So clearly this is a subject, while when we say Sally likes her, this is not the subject of the sentence, but this is the object of the sentence. Okay. So far we have gone through subject pronouns and object pronouns. Now, this is another exercise where where we need to understand that when we have a pronoun in the sentence, this pronoun refers back to a noun in the sentence. In other words, the pronoun has the same meaning as the noun it refers to. What does that mean? If you look at this sentence, I know Tony. He is a friendly person. Now, if you look at this person, somebody whose name is Tony. Now, Tony clearly is a masculine name, a male. It's a mudhakkar. So, we use a pronoun that refers to Tony. We cannot say, I know Tony, she is a friendly person. We cannot say, I know Tony, they are friendly person, because Tony is one single person, and it is a male name. It is an اسم مذكر وليس اسم مؤنث. So what we want to say is that the pronoun, which is he in this example, has the same meaning as the noun it refers to. What does the pronoun he refer to? It refers back to Tony, which means that he means Tony. Why? Because the pronoun has the same meaning of the noun it refers to. He refers to Tony. Look at this sentence. I like Tony. I know him well. Tony, him. So again, him here, if you say, I know him, you know who? I know Tony, because him has the same meaning of the noun it refers to. In other words, pronouns will have the meaning of the nouns that they refer to. Let's look at another example where sometimes the pronoun refers not only to a noun, but to a noun phrase. I have a red book. I have a red book. Now, I need a pronoun that can refer back to this red book. Which is the pronoun it? It is on my desk. What is on my desk? It is a red book. So it refers back to a red book. In other words, the pronoun refers back to a noun. The pronoun refers back to a noun phrase. Noun phrase means it is not only one single noun, but it can be a noun with a preposition, a noun with an article, and so on and so forth. Sorry. So the pronoun it, in this example, refers to the whole phrase, a red book. So this sentence means, I have a red book. A red book is on my desk. So it refers back to a red book. I met my friend. She will travel tomorrow. Who is going to travel tomorrow? She. Who is she? She is my friend. So the pronoun refers back to the noun. The pronoun has the same meaning of the noun it refers back to. My father is an engineer. My father is an engineer. Look, my father, he likes his work. He likes his work. Who likes his work? My father. He likes his work. The pronoun he has the meaning of father or my father because it refers back to father. The pronoun she means my friend. I met my friend. She will travel tomorrow. You can simply say, my friend will travel tomorrow. My father is an engineer. My father likes his work. My father has a bicycle. My father has a bicycle. Bicycle is a noun. The pronoun it refers back to this noun. So when you say, it is very fast, it is very fast, what does it mean? It has the meaning of the bicycle because it is a pronoun that refers back to the bicycle. So the bicycle is very fast. Okay. Now here's another exercise on page 165 where we have exercise number 9 that asks us to complete sentences using the pronouns, whether they are subject pronouns or object pronouns. Rita has a new house. Bought last summer. We need to use a pronoun that refers back to Rita and a pronoun that refers back to the house. Now, if we look at this sentence, we will find that the pronoun that refers back to Rita, which is ism mu'annath, a female name, is the pronoun she. And the pronoun that refers back to the house is the pronoun it. In other words, Rita has a new house. Rita bought a new house last summer. So the pronoun has the same meaning of the noun they refer to. Another example. I know the new students. I know the new students. But Tony does not know. Does not know yet. Does not know they or does not know them. Does not know. This is the verb, so we need an object for the verb. And we need something to refer back to those students. So I know the students, but Tony does not know the new students. Does not know them. Sorry. So the pronoun that can be used here to express the new students is the pronoun, the object pronoun, them, etc. Another example, I wrote a letter, but I cannot send it. I don't have a stamp. So this is the object pronoun of it. It refers back to a letter. So I wrote a letter, but I cannot send a letter. It has the same meaning of the noun it refers back to. Okay. Tom is in Canada, is studying at a university. This is the name we are talking about. And this is a name of a male person. اسم شخص مذكر. Tom. So if I use he, it refers back to Tom. He. So this is the pronoun we are going to use, which is a subject pronoun, he. Number 5, Bill lives in my dorm. I eat breakfast with every morning. I eat breakfast with him. The pronoun he becomes him in the object case or in the object position, where basically we have an object of preposition here, which is the pronoun him. Bill lives in the dorm. I eat breakfast with whom? With Bill. So here, if I have the word Bill, it is exactly the same meaning of the object pronoun him. Okay, let's change this color. Green. Okay, so let's see. Anna is my neighbor. I talk to Anna. I talk to her every day and have interesting conversation. So it seems that we are going to use a pronoun that expresses Anna. And this equals I talk to her, which is the object pronoun of she. And we have a space, then have interesting conversation. So somebody is doing the conversation, so we need something doing the action. We need a subject, a doer of the action. We need a subject pronoun rather than an object pronoun. So he is talking about Anna, who is his neighbor, and every day we. Who is we? We means the speaker and Anna. Together they make a plural kind of subject. So we have interesting conversation. So the pronoun her is used here, and the subject pronoun we is used there. Sorry. Okay. Next sentence. I have 2 pictures on my bedroom wall. I like they, or I like them. I like those 2 pictures. So it is an object pronoun. I like them. So I have 2 pictures on my bedroom wall. I like them. Now look, we are going to start another sentence. Are beautiful. What are beautiful? The 2 pictures are beautiful. But what is the pronoun that can express the 2 pictures? Exactly. It is the pronoun they. They are beautiful. The 2 pictures are beautiful. Okay. Anna and I have a dinner invitation. Mr. and Mrs. Brown want us. They want Anna and I. They want us to come to dinner at their house. Okay, so this is us, which refers to Anna and the speaker, or Anna and I. Judy has a new car. Is a Toyota. What is Toyota? It is a Toyota. So it refers back to the new car. Judy has a new car. The new car is a Toyota. It is a Toyota. So this it refers back to the new car. It has the same meaning of the new car. My husband and I have a new car. We got it last month. We got what? We got the new car. We got the new car. We got it last month. Okay, so we have used the pronoun it, and we have used the pronoun we. Okay. Now, there is a way of making a singular noun into plural noun. So we change the noun that is in the singular من حالة المفرد إلى حالة الجمع بإضافة s to the end of the sentence, by adding s to the end of the word. Sorry. So we add an s to the end of the word. So those are singular nouns: 1 pen, 1 apple, 1 cup, 1 elephant. To make them plural, we add an s to the end of those nouns. So the majority of the nouns in English are made plural by adding an s to the end of the sentence. So to make a plural form of most nouns, we add an s. 1 pen, 2 pens. 1 apple, 2 apples. 1 cup, 4 cups. 1 elephant, 5 elephants, and so on and so forth. Okay, now sometimes we have nouns that end differently. They have y at the end, and before the y they have a consonant. Now, to make those nouns a plural, we cannot just add an s to the end of the word. We have to delete the y and add an ies instead of it. So according to the book, when the noun ends with a consonant plus y, as we have here, the b is a consonant while y is basically the end of this noun, the plural form is formed how? By changing the y into I. And then we add es. Let's look at the example. This is a singular noun: 1 baby, 2 babies. So what happens to the y? You drop the y, you delete the y, then you add ies. So 2 babies. 1 party. The y is dropped, then you add ies. So you get 2 babies. Two babies, 2 parties, and so on and so forth. So the y is dropped. then add IES. In the word party, the Y is dropped and add IES. Now, if you go back to the previous example, the word baby has a consonant followed by Y. So you have a consonant, then after this consonant you have Y. In this case, you delete this Y and add IES. Similarly, this T sound or T letter is a consonant followed by Y. In this case, you delete Y, you add I, then ES. Two parties. Now, if you look at this example, one toy, we have a word that ends with Y, but before Y, we don't have a consonant, we have a vowel. In this case, we cannot delete Y. We keep Y there, but we have to add S to the end of the word to make it a plural. So when the noun ends with a vowel, the O here is a vowel, plus Y, that's Y. The plural form is formed by adding S. Let's look at the example. One toy, 6 toys. So the O is a vowel, then we have Y. To make plural, you just add S to the end of the noun. Now, sometimes we have another example here. E is a vowel followed by Y. E is a vowel followed by Y. To make a plural, you just add S to the end. That is a vowel, that is Y, so you just add S to the end of the word key to get keys, plural. Sometimes we have words that are ending with either FE or F. Now, to make those words into plural, you have to, the plural form is formed by changing F into V, then you add ES. So if you look at this word, one wife, if I want to say 2 wives, so I cannot say 2 wives. The F is going to be, or has to be changed into V, then we add ES. So the V, basically the F is changing into V, then we add ES. So F or FE is basically changed into V, then add ES. So F or V, you change F into V, then you add ES, as we have here, wife becomes wives. This is another way to demonstrate. One wife, 2, what happened? You change the F with a V, then you add ES. I repeat again. So that is FE. What happens? We are going to delete the F or change it with V, then we add ES. Wives. Similarly, 2 life. We have FE. We have to delete or change F into V and add ES. 2 lives. Okay. So we have changed the F into V, then we added ES to the end of the word. Now this is so that it becomes clear. 1 wife, 2 wives. So the V instead of the F. 1 life, the V instead of the F. So we have changed the F into V, and we have added the ES. Similarly, we change F into V and added ES. Now, sometimes we have certain verbs that end with SH, CH, double S, and X. So when the noun ends with those endings, those sounds or letters, the plural form is formed by adding ES, but not only S, you have to make it ES. So these are singular nouns, and this is how the plural form is made. So, so wish ends with SH, CH, and we have a glass ending with double S and tax with S. So these are the endings. To make plural, you basically add ES to the end of those nouns. So wish becomes wishes, watch, watches, glass, glasses, tax, taxes. Similarly, sometimes we have words when those words end with a consonant. This consonant is followed by O. What do? The plural form is made by adding ES. Now, if you look at the word potato and tomato, the word ends with a consonant, which is T. Potato is also end with a consonant. Then we have the sound, or basically the letter O. To make a plural, you add ES to the end. So the T is a consonant and O is the vowel. So tomato and potato becomes tomatoes and potatoes by adding ES to the end of the noun. Now, sometimes we have nouns that end with an O, but before O we have a vowel. If you look at the previous slide, we have words that end with O, but before O we have a consonant. Here we have O, a word ending with O, but before O we have a vowel. Look at the word zoo and radio. Zoo, O, O. So this is the end O. Before O we have a vowel. Radio, we have O, but before O we have a vowel. So we have vowel followed by O. In this case, to make a plural, we add S only, but not ES, just S. So zoos and radios. Here are some examples of nouns that are exceptional. So the following list of nouns have irregular, not regular, irregular plural form. So we don't add S, we don't add ES. The plural is totally different. So child, for example, becomes children, while foot becomes feet, and man becomes men, while mouse becomes mice, and tooth becomes teeth, while woman becomes women, and sheep becomes sheep, where there is no change at all. So those are nouns that have irregular plural form. Similarly, fish stays as it is, where it is not fishes, but fish. There is no change, and fish is the plural. There is also the word people, which is always in the plural. There is no way you can have the word people to indicate the singular. It is not possible to say people means one person. If you have to say the singular of the word people, you say person. But you cannot say one people, for example. You have to say one person. In other words, there is no singular form for the word people. Okay, so this is the end of lecture number 13. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.